Okay, here we are now with the front-facing video recording. Front-facing video recording, 1080p 30 frames per second, which is the max you can record with both phones with the front-facing camera. So Poco X4 Pro and Poco X3 Pro, 1080p 30 frames per second. For what I can see, let me stretch my arms a little bit more. For what I can see in the viewfinder, it looks like the X4 Pro is a little bit sharper, but I think the X3 Pro has better dynamic range and better color reproduction. So if you look at the sky is actually better represented on the X3 Pro, and so the blue is better represented on the X3 Pro. But anyway, you let me know what you think. So X4 Pro versus X3 Pro, 1080p 30 frames per second. Let me pan around a little bit. So yeah, it's definitely, the dynamic range is definitely better on the X3 Pro, a little bit sharper on the X4 Pro. So 1080p 30 frames per second, Poco X4 Pro and Poco X3 Pro. Let me move and see in terms of stabilization, and you let me know what you think. So I'm gonna get into, it's full of grass, so we'll stop here. Okay, this is my camera comparison between these two devices. I must say, I am very disappointed with the Poco X4 Pro. One, no 4K video recording on the rear camera, only 1080p 30 frames per second, and without any kind of stabilization. On top of that, no super steady video mode to compensate for that. 2. No night mode for the front-facing camera or the ultra-wide angle lens. 3. No clone or dual video mode either. When it comes to camera, this phone is a serious downgrade from its predecessors. So, if the camera is important to you, stay away from this phone. It is a joke. That's my opinion, but what do you think? Leave your comments below. See you in the next one. Hasta la vista.